Yo. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's going on, everybody? Yo. Here we go. Here we go. We live on all platforms. Sabari Ghani Kumba. Creativity. Peace and love is all about creative. It's all about being creative. It's all about creating. It's all about expressing your creativity. Can you express your creativity? Can you use your creativity to put you in a different position? Can you use your creativity to express yourself, to express your feelings, your thoughts? Can you use your creativity to bring your people together? Can you use your creativity to live your dream? We are all gods in the flesh, right? When it says made in God's image, it means that we are miniature gods. It means that we can use our creativity. It means that we have the power to think and to create that which we think. That's what it means. It means as we think, so it becomes. So what are we becoming? Are we becoming what we want to become? Right? That is the question of the day. What are we becoming? That's the question of 2026. What are you becoming? And are you becoming it intentionally, on purpose? A lot of us, we become unhealthy, we become miserable, we become depressed, we become sad, we become broke, we become sick, we become violent sometimes, right? We become a lot of things that we say we don't want to be. Or how did I get like this? How did this happen? Right? How did this person become this? They were such an innocent little boy. He was such a beautiful little boy. She was such a beautiful little girl, such an innocent little girl. How did they become this monster? How did they become this violent person? How did they become abusive? How did they become like this? Too many of us are becoming things that we don't want to be. So become with intention. Become with intention. Become with intention. Be intentional. Take control of your mind. You have the power. It's difficult, yes. It's hard, yes. Get a coach. Join a support group, right? Like, connect with a community of people that can support you. Lean into your resources. A lot of us have communal support, whether it's family, friends, co-workers, people in our neighborhood who we live around, people on fucking line. Social media is a whole world that will support us, that will support you, but we don't lean in. And we don't lean in because a lot of times we're embarrassed about what we're going through. We're embarrassed about what we're thinking. We're embarrassed by what we're feeling. And then we stay stuck. We stay stuck, never getting to the position that we want to be in. And so let's change that. Let's change that. Mona Love, baby girl, happy wellness and wisdom Wednesday. Sefu Sankofa, peace and love. Eddie Kruger on the check-in. What's going on, my brother? Punch Dollar. The world is ours. 100%. The world is motherfucking ours. Yes, it is. And it's ours to do what we want with it. So let's continue to create beauty. Let's create wonder. Let's create masterfully, right? Let's create communities of excellence and of integrity, all right? And of camaraderie and connectivity. Let's create that. Let's create the world that we want to live in. Let's create paradise. Let's create heaven on earth. We have the power and the ability. We just got to want to do it. And we just got to be committed to it. And we got to be able to filter out all of the noise. We got to be able to block out all of the distractions. Say, this is what I'm creating. This is the world that I want to create for myself, for my children, if you have some, for my nieces, for my nephews, for my siblings, for my parents, for my aunts, for my uncles, for my cousins, for my friends, for my neighborhood, for my community, for the world, for the people who look like me, for the people who don't look like me, for the people who pray like me, for the people who don't pray like me. This is the world that I want to create, not just for today, but for tomorrow. When I'm gone, when I'm long and gone in 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years, when my physical body is gone, this is what I want the people coming behind me to be able to build on, to be able to experience a love like this. All right? Peace and harmony and acceptance for who they are. Because regardless to what you believe and what you practice, there are always going to be people who look like you, who may have your blood, who are going to practice a way of life that is different than yours, whether it's their diet that's different than yours, whether it's their style of dress that's different than yours, whether they move across the world to speak a language that's different than yours, right? Whether they pray differently than you do. Their sexual orientation is different than yours. That's a big one for a lot of people. Their sexual orientation is different than yours. Their sexual desires are different than yours. Do you want to make the world a better place for them too? Or is it just about you and everybody who does exactly what you do, which is like almost impossible to find, right? Because even if you find somebody, I'm vegan, right? Kimona's vegan, right? My brother Frank Brown said food is vegan, right? Even if we say, yo, we're all vegan, we're all black, we all practice Kwanzaa, right? We all embody the principles on a daily basis, right? It's going to be something about us that's different. The way we work out, the exercises that we want to do. Kimona's like, come to the gym. I'm like, no, I don't work out at the gym. I work out at home. My home is my gym. All right, it's going to be something that could potentially lead to conflict if you want everybody to do and be how you are. That's one of the biggest keys in life is, can you accept people for when they live life differently than you? And can you love them with detachment? Detachment is true compassion for self and others. This was ingrained in my mind in my study of Taoism over a decade ago. Detachment is true compassion. If I love you, and I remember the first practice of this was my little brother. He was at the time started hustling and in the streets, and you gotta do this. I'm trying to control him, and I'm like, if I love him, I have to understand, and overstand. One, that our destinies are completely different. We are different people with different life paths, different journeys that we have to embark on. Right? It goes back to the wisdom. What's crooked can be made straightened. God made it that way. You walk through a forest and you see a crooked tree, you see a tree leaning. It's perfectly fine. It's been leaning like that for fucking decades, sometimes centuries. It's been like that for a very long time, longer than you've been alive, longer than your parents been alive, maybe longer than your grandparents have been alive. The tree has been like that. You try to straighten that tree, you actually crack the roots, you break it and you kill it. It was made that way. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So instead of looking at it as, oh, you looking straight this way, the tree is crooked because it's leaning, what if you change your head a little bit and say, oh, okay, I see it perfectly fine now. I had to do the same with my little brother. He has a different life journey. His brain processes things different. He is a different human being than I am. If I love him, though, I have to accept that the decisions he makes, now this is where, right, like it's a fine line, because you can give guidance, you can give support, right? But that's when you come with a perspective of asking questions. What do you want? And based on what they say they want, right, based on any support that they ask for, then you can say, all right, well, I think maybe we could try this, right? I think maybe, right, if you say you want this, then ask the question, do you think that your current actions and your current behaviors are leading you to that, right? And you could try to feed, but you try to overfeed, now person the stuff, now they throw up, now you mad. You overfed them. You fed, number one, you overfed them shit that they ain't even asked for. This shit is deep. This shit is motherfucking deep. Javon, the Circle Keep, what's going on? Peace Walk, what's going on? Spills for Hire, peace and love. Thanks for tuning in. Listen, let's get the show started. It is Wednesday, December 31st, 2025. New Year's Eve, as they say on the Gregorian calendar. December 31st, episode 531. There are no coincidence. 31, 31, 31, 31. If I played the number, I should play the number 31. 12, 31. 12, 31, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Somebody play that number. If you hit, I want my motherfucking cut. But listen, let's start with the word of the day. Today's word of the day is clarity. Clarity is the quality of being clear. The quality of being clear. Being clear, certain, and having a well-defined understanding of something, whether it's your goals, thoughts, or specific situation, allowing for easier focus, decision-making, and a sense of direction, like seeing through fog to a clear path. It involves mental organization, knowing your values, and having a firm grasp on your purpose, moving you from confusion to confident action, freedom from indistinctness or ambiguity. Clarity is essential. Listen, let's read it again. Today's word of the day is clarity. The quality of being clear means being clear, certain, and having a well-defined understanding of something. Well-defined understanding of something. Whether it's your goals, thoughts, or a specific situation, allowing for easier focus, decision-making, and a sense of direction, like seeing through fog to a clear path. It involves mental organization, knowing your values, and having a firm grasp on your purpose. I am clear as motherfucking day on my purpose. I am clear as I've ever been on my purpose. And the scary part is I am gaining more clarity. I've been clear for a long time on why I'm here, what I'm supposed to be doing. Basic clarity. Now, how am I going to do it? I'm even more clear now. We got a new business we're going into in 2026, right? We're going to freaking push the old business, the service-based business, but we're going into a product-based business. And yeah, I'm excited because I got clarity. Clarity is essential, whether it's related to goal setting or a relationship with someone. Being clear, having clarity is of the utmost importance because the lack of clarity is confusion. And it's hard to move forward with anything or with anyone when there's confusion. When you don't know where you stand, when you don't know what you're going to do, when you don't know how something, and this is the key. Like Steve Harvey, you got to know your why. You ain't even got to know how. You leave the how up to the invisible spirits. You leave the how up to God. You leave the how up to the universe. Because like how you think you're going to get there, it may not work that way. Right? How I thought I was going to get to where I'm at now in terms of the fulfillment of my life, it had a completely different path. But I still arrived. I arrived because I let go of the how. I just focused on the why. And why through the pain I had to keep going. Why through the doubt I had to keep going. Why when I was suffering, when I was freaking in prison, when I was freaking depressed, right? When my ex-wife left me, right? When I didn't see my children, right? When all of those things was happening, what is my why? Keep going. And I'm still here. And I'm still here. And even though challenges still exist, right, with my family, my children, my little brother, I am fulfilled and I am at peace. And even though I experience sadness, even though I still experience a bit of frustration, I'm still at peace, right? Like, it's all good. I know that this is part of the process. And deeper than it being part of the process, I know that I asked for this shit. I asked to be great. As a youth, I asked to be one of the greatest. And then at some point in the last few years, I want to be the greatest. I want to be the greatest human to ever live. And I believe that I can be. I believe that I'm already one of the greatest humans to ever live. And I believe that I can be and I will be the greatest human to ever live. Whether I get there or not, that's not my concern, right? Whether I attain it or not, it's not my concern. My concern is the pursuit. It's the pursuit of the highest level possible. Can you strive for what everyone around you is going to say is impossible? Can you set that your goal? You can't be better than this person. Why not? You don't even know that motherfucker. How you telling me I can't be better than him because you hearing stories that you heard? What are you seeing? Right? Like, come on, man. Yo, this shit is deep, right? But we're going to move right along to our second segment of the day. Today's second segment is a news flash. Today's news flash, right, is our Need to Know News of the day. And we're going to do a news flash. Today's news flash. Yo, AR Mortal, the GOAT. What's going on, my brother? Peace and love. Thanks for checking in on this New Year's Eve. News flash. Contrary to popular belief, you can, I got goosebumps. Contrary to popular belief, you can change your entire life in an instant. You can change your whole life like that. Oh, you can't change your life overnight. Oh, you can't change your life overnight. You can't do this overnight. Everything takes time. You got to be patient. You got to da-da-da-da-da. And you could change your whole life like that. Your whole life. Number one, like, you could meet somebody and, like, you could put something out and, like, you get a check like that. And you know how you know you can change your whole life in an instant? You get in a motherfucking car accident, whole life changed in an instant. Fire, whole life changed in an instant. Trip and fall, stroke, a bad diagnosis, everything changed in an instant. So why can't you take control of that change? Those are life being changed by circumstances that you may not have been able to control, right? The forest fire or the slip and trip and fall, hit your head a certain way, right? You may not have had direct control over that in the moment, but you could change your whole life in an instant. You want to know how? Come here. Change your thoughts. It starts with a thought. Once you change how you think, you change how you feel, how you respond, and how you show up in life. Once you change how you think, the thoughts, you change how you feel. You change how you respond. And you change how you show up in your life. So yes, everything is a process. This is true. Everything is a process. Like, the day you plant the seed is not the day you harvest it. right? The day you plant the seed is not the day you harvest the fruit. This is true. However, once you plant the seed, everything is different where you planted that seed. Once you plant that seed, the whole ground is different because now something is growing. Something is growing. So change begins internally, inside. That's where the change begins. It starts with your thought. And once you start thinking different, even though you don't see the physical results, you say, yo, I want to lose weight. I want to get fit. I want to build my six pack. I want to, right? You start working out. You may not see the full results in a day, in a week, in a month, in a few months. But you know that as long as you're working out, the muscle structure is changing. You are changing it. It's transforming. And so eventually, you're going to see the physical results. But the change takes place in an instant. Once you shift your mind, once you make the commitment, right? Once you say, all right, no more of this. All right, we're doing this. All right, this is the commitment. This is the goal. This is the road that we on. It's like once you start out on your destination, you driving from New York to California, you don't fucking get to California in the day. No, but you're on the road. We're going to California. You're on the journey. It changed. You're going there. You're gonna, as long as you don't stop. In spite of the rain, in spite of the motherfucking pit stops, in spite of the detours, in spite of the roadblocks, in spite of the gas freaking, in spite of the flat tire, in spite of the sleepiness, the tiredness, the arguments with your motherfucking children and your partner, in spite of all of that, as long as you keep going, as long as you stay on the path and keep your foot on the motherfucking gas, you are going to reach your destination. Change literally happens like that. And how do I know? I changed my life in an instant. Literally, one day I was selling crack cocaine and I had a gun, and the next day I wasn't. Just like that. My mind had already shifted. The mind had already shifted, like, I don't want to do this shit no more. I'm poisoning my community. I'm putting myself in jeopardy. I could get killed. I could end up freaking going back to prison, right? Like a lot of different things can happen. I don't want to do this shit no more. I had already bought a video camera for somebody who got high. Right, I already had green screen. I already turned the crack house into a fucking film studio. My friends and I were already creating skits. And so one day the revelation came and it was like, listen, if you keep going, you're gonna end up dead in the street. You're gonna call your mother, Ray got killed. You're gonna call your mother and be like, your mom in jail. I killed somebody. I'll be gone for a long time. Right? But if you make the change, everything you've ever wanted, you can have. So literally, I got up, I went, I flushed my drugs, I called my boy, I was like, yo, come get this thing, man. And here we are. The rest is freaking history. 18 years later. That was November 2008. 17 years later, here we are. November 2008. I came home in 07, the first year and a half, 18 months. I was on parole the whole time. I hustled. I finished parole September 2008. I stopped hustling November 2008. Yo, Gildo. Happy New Year. Peace and love. Peace and love. Brand TV. What's going on, my brother? Peace and love. Thanks for tuning in. Let's go right along to our third segment of the day. Today's third segment, as always, is the tip of the day. Today's tip is, too, as we embrace a new year, as you go forward with new goals and all of that stuff, I want to remind you all, don't focus so much on starting over. You don't got to start over. You don't got to start everything over from scratch. You don't focus so much on that. Don't focus so much on beginning again, right? Beginning again. No, focus on continuity. Keep going. You're doing some things right. You're still here, right? You're doing better than you think, right? Keep going. Keep building on your goals. Keep working towards your dreams. It's important to note that a lot of our goals will be accomplished, not so much by adding more stuff, but by releasing. Let go of the fucking bullshit. Me, I got to stop eating late at night. I gotta stop eating late at night. I gotta stop eating so much. I eat a lot. When I eat, right, I don't eat like a lot throughout the day, but when I eat, my portions be big. And I'll eat late at night. Before bed, I know that shit ain't beneficial. I exercise, I'm on my body, I walk, I run, I do my push-ups, my pull-ups. Right, I'm pretty strong, right? I got the structure, my shoulders, right? I got the abs are there under the fat. The abs are there. Trust me, they're there under the fat. Trust me when I tell you, they are there. Let's get the fat there. All right. And I gotta eat less. Let's cook food. Don't gotta eat cooked food every day. I don't need it. And that's for me, right? Other people may feel like need it. That's what they want to do. Cool. I know I don't need cooked food every day. I need to stop fucking eating cooked food. Right? Yo, listen, Javon, I'm telling you, bro, they there. I feel them. Like when I look in the mirror, I do my shit. I'm like, yeah, there they go right there. I can see them. It's just fat over it, and that's okay. Just cut the fucking fat. I know how to cut the fat. I know exactly what I gotta do. Just do the fucking thing. Do the thing, right? Do the fucking thing, man. But yeah, releasing, right? 2025, year of the snake, cutting some things, shedding some dead skin, whether that's again bad habits, thinking patterns, relationships, expectations, etc. It's often the things that we are doing that we shouldn't be doing, rather than what we're not doing that we should, that inhibits our greatness. Much of us are closer than we think. Much of us, almost all of us, are a lot closer to the success that we seek than we believe we are. Small adjustments. You don't got to start over. You don't got to redo the whole thing. Now, this is real. Sometimes you may have to revamp everything, right? Sometimes you may have to. But for the great majority of us, we don't got to start over. We don't got to revamp the whole fucking plan. We don't got to revamp the whole thing. We got to double down on a few things, cut out a fucking few things, right? And just keep going. Fucking continuity, man. And understand it's a journey, right? Like it's a journey from being a fucking embryo to a fetus to a fucking baby to a child to a young adult to an adult. It's a journey. It's all a journey. It's all a journey. So keep going on a journey. You are closer than you think. I promise you. I promise you. You know what they say? They say most people quit. Most people fail because they quit on the 1 yard line. And you see it in football. Like I watch football. I don't watch it too much anymore, right? I catch a game every now and then, but I remember watching some games when the player be running, right? There was a reception, a running play, a kick return, and they're getting closer to the end zone, and they start celebrating, and the player comes and hits them in a fumble. You was at the 1 yard line, 2 yard line, and you celebrated a little too early. Celebrated a little too early, and now you lost. You lost. You done fucked that money up. You done fucked that package up. Right, but let's go right along to our fourth and final segment. Family, before we get out of here, I got a full day, a lot to get done today. I'm excited about it all. Listen, build of the day. So my man posted yesterday, right? Shout out to my boy Ruck the Jackal. He said, are we celebrating the new year January 1st or in March? I said both. We celebrating both of them, right? Yes, the real new year, right? When life begins to reemerge, right? When the flowers begin to bloom and blossom and, right? New life emerges is in March. I'm a March baby, right? Spring. That's true. It's very true. Very, very, very true. However, we regularly, right? Like we build our vacations, we build all of our fucking life around this Gregorian calendar. We do. Like what the people is crazy. Like we do. Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right at the time. Our whole life revolves around this calendar. In the old reality, even deeper than this calendar. Every single day that one is alive is a new year for them. Every day is a new year, really. Because it's new life. It's a new beginning. And it's a new opportunity. It's a new day. It's new life. New opportunity to begin again. Every day is a new year. So you can celebrate the new year fucking today. You can celebrate that shit tomorrow. You can celebrate it the next day. My daughter said something a couple years ago that was extremely true. So there was one time, right? So my daughter's birthday is in November. My birthday is in March, right? So my daughter's birthday is like the end of the year. My birthday is like close to the beginning of the year. However, right, it depends on, again, how you look at things. Like, is it always 1 year from the last birthday, right? So my daughter's birthday, she might have been turning 4, right? She was, still young, 4, maybe 5, right? 2021, maybe turning 5. I think she might have been turning 5. So turn 5, excited about her birthday. 2022 March, my birthday's coming. My birthday's coming. My daughter was not happy for my birthday. She said because it should be her birthday. She said her birthday should be every day. I promise you. So we got this birthday song. Like when we get in 30 days, like however many days, it could be 60 days. We'll for 40 more days to your birthday. 40 more days to your birthday. It's just 40 more days to your birthday. Hey, right? We'll do that. And me, my mom, my son, my daughter, we're doing the song. And as it got closer and closer to my birthday, my daughter started to participate less and less in the song. And I never forget, we was at my mom's crib. We was at my mom's crib. And it might have been like 6 days, 5 days, some shit like that. It was less than a week to my birthday. And my daughter didn't participate at all. And she was sitting on the couch. My mother, me, my son, we was at the table playing Trouble, I believe. And my daughter was sitting on the couch. And I stood on the couch next to her. When I realized she didn't participate, she moved to the other side of the couch. She moved to the other side of the couch. And she was like, no, I'm not happy. This shouldn't be your birthday. It should be my birthday. And she said, it should be my birthday every day. I want my birthday every day. And I said, you know what, Usha? Every day is your birthday, right? Like, you got to celebrate it. Everybody might not celebrate your birthday every day, right? But you celebrate your birthday every day, whatever that means for you, right? Like, but that's true. Every single day that we are alive is a day of new birth, is a day of new life, is a day of new beginning. Celebrate your day. Celebrate your life every day. Every day. Take time. Be intentional. Do the things that you love. Do the things that you like. Do the things that are going to bring you closer to your goals. Do the things that are going to make you feel fulfilled, that are going to make you feel whole, that are going to make you feel loved. Surround yourself with people that make you feel loved, understanding, overstanding, and understanding that all relationships are going to have challenges. Today, it may be up here. Tomorrow, it may be down here. But if you value the relationship, if you want it to work, if you want to see it get back up, you got to go through those low moments. You got to go through those tough times, whether it's with your siblings, with your parents, with your children, right? With your fucking ex-wife, you have children by your co-parent, your ex-husband, you have children by your co-parent, right? Your spouse now, right? A co-worker, a dear friend. It's ups and it's downs, it's peaks and it's valleys. It's peaks and it's valleys, but the key is to go straight ahead. The key is to be level-headed no matter how things are going. Because in life, it's not what happens to us, it's how we respond to what happens to us. It's how we deal with it. And deeper than that, it's about understanding that life is not happening to us. Life is happening for us, for our growth, for our benefit, for our ultimate ascension. Life is happening for us. We are one with the divine. God is with us. We are one with God. God is in us. We are in God. Come on. Enjoy the fucking journey, man. Enjoy this shit. Enjoy the ups. Enjoy the downs. You fall, you bust your nose, you get scrape, wipe it off, right? Keep going. You fucking scrape your elbow, wipe it off. If you need a bandage, get a bandage. If you need a cast, put the cast on. Keep going, right? Like, nothing stops you. Nothing can stop you if you don't want it to stop you. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want the life that you say you want? How bad do you want the transformation? How bad do you want to create the freedom for your children, right? How bad do you want to create the retirement for your parents? Right? I want to retire my sisters. I am going to retire my sisters. Right? 2 sisters. They work hard. I love them. Same household. I want to retire them. One sister, I think would be great in one venture. Right? The other sister, I think would be great in another venture. Right? My brother. I have a brother, not my little brother. Right? I don't know what he's doing. But like, I am creating an entity where I'll be able to give opportunities to everybody I love. I have a brother, he's an incredible filmmaker, incredible photographer. Right? I am going to have enough income where I can pay him his salary to spend time with me all day, right? A couple days a week, right? A couple days a week, spend time, photograph me, document the journey. We got the power. We got to use our creativity. Can we use our creativity to create the opportunities that we want, not only for ourselves, but for our families, for our friends, and for our loved ones? We got the potential. Put that shit into fucking overdrive. Kick that shit into high gear. Time is now. Time is now. I mentioned it the other day. A veil has been lifted, right? For Pisces, right? But it's also been lifted for everyone. There's a different energy right now in the universe. Different energy. Take advantage of this shit. Tap in. Tap in. Be aware. Go get you a reading from somebody. Go get you a motherfucking astrological reading from somebody and see, right? Go a little deeper. Somebody once said in relation to astrology, they was like, not being aware of astrology is like raw dog in life. You don't got to raw dog this shit, right? Like this shit is written in the stars. Literally, it's written in the stars. And Yes, we have free will, and so yes, we can make a different decision. But what's written in the stars is what's available to us, what's possible for us if we follow the highest path, right? And the highest path is the path that we know in our heart. It's not about always being perfect, but it's about always being right, right? Or rather, it's not about always being ideal, but it's about always being perfect. Because life is not always our ideal, but it's all divine, and so it's all perfect. And guys, with that, that is our show. Thank you guys so much. Mona said they are there. Great story. She wanted to celebrate life every day. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Usha is a character. Usha wants to celebrate life every single day. And like that girl is a gem. She is a freaking special, sacred girl, and I'm so grateful to be her dad. But listen, guys, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Happy New Year's Eve. Please do celebrate your life. Celebrate today. Celebrate with intention. Celebrate with compassion for yourself, for the people around you. Know that you can accomplish anything and everything that you set your heart to, that you put your mind to. So set your heart, set your mind on that which is going to bring you fulfillment, peace, joy, and a lot of money. We're going to make a lot of money in 2026. You heard? I'm putting on my whiteboard, get paid. That's the focus. Focus to get paid. In order to get paid, discipline, focus, consistency. Discipline, focus, consistency. Courage, faith. Take risk, right? Pull the trigger on that idea, right? Pull the trigger on that communication, right? Yo, love you guys. I appreciate you guys. See you in the new year. Join me tomorrow. We'll be right back here tomorrow. Same time, same place. Thursday, January 1st, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and of course, Instagram Live. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Online screening. Hungry for Justice. LaShawnMarston.com. LASHAWNMARSTON.com. If you're on Instagram, click the link in my bio. If you're on Facebook, scroll through my page, find the link. If you're on YouTube, type my website in, scroll down, click RSVP. It's online screening. You don't got to leave your home. You don't got to leave your phone. You could be at the party. Take 10 minutes. Watch the documentary. Tune in. Support your boy. 2023 Hunger Strike. 14 days outside in the cold, in the tent. No food. The food was there. Eddie was there, right? And it was a time. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Remember, it ain't getting knocked down. It's the problem. Staying down. So get up. The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Peace and love. New Breed, what's going on? Peace and love. Another one for the books, King. Thank you so much, Circle Keeper. I appreciate you. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.